For all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zola. No applause? You're all fired.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good.
Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Pray lonely, got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Pray lonely's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
And that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to spark that fire. Welcome into another edition of Braylon Lee's virtual tour live. We are live on tour. Glad to have all of you here in the building with me. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 destinations for you all this evening. Tivo made a huge announcement, and it's quite sad for all of us media and tech fans because they are the pioneers of how we binge content now. So definitely some sad news to report, but they are still around. We'll get to that. Fast and Furious 10. Anybody remember that movie? Well, there was a part 1, and it was supposed to be a part 2, but it's been a huge delay. We'll get into that and why there's a delay. By the way, you see that car on your screen there in the thumbnail. Hot Wheels and Hasbro have teamed up, okay, for something very, very cool. And hopefully West Coast Customs will actually make it real and give that car away as an actual factory, an actual car. Just keeping it a buck with you. Royal Caribbean, they have a brand new ship. We'll be breaking that down as well. So as you know, Royal Caribbean, they are known for their fantastic big fun ships. Even though Fun Ships is Carnival's slogan, but we'll get to that as well. Monica Turner, she is in charge of P&G. She is a black woman. We're going to celebrate, uplift her, and encourage her for sure. Can't wait for that. Sir Davis Whiskey is getting to their first social campaign. Beyonce, if you are sending out bottles, I would love one. Okay, just keep it up with you there. And finally, artificial intelligence. We talked about music artists who got a $3 million record deal, a AI actress that agencies want to rep. There is a AI movie directed by an AI director, and now AI hosts. Where are we going as a society? We got a lot to talk about. Higher is waiting, low is available, but either way, we got to go on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. Yes, indeed. You see that virtual tour background. Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music. Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have you here. Let's get to the gang and do what we do. We got to go on tour. Yes, indeed. So let me bring this up here. Yes, indeed. So let me do this one right here. Skadoosh right here from Cord Cutters News. Tivo stops selling DVRs, marking the end of an era. I know. They are stopping selling DVRs, which honestly, tell you the truth, I have so many thoughts on this. Let's get to it, shall we? So, right here, in a seismic shift for the television industry, Tivo Corporation has quietly pulled the plug on its storied digital video recorder line, effectively ending an era that redefined how consumers interacted with broadcast content. As of early October 2025, the company's official website has scrubbed all references to its hardware DVR products, including the once revered Tivo Edge models designed for cable subscribers and over-the-air antenna users. Visitors searching for these devices now encounter a streamlined catalog that omits any mention of physical recording hardware, signaling a complete withdrawal from the retail DVR market. This move culminates decades of gradual decline for Tivo's hardware ambitions, which peaked in the early 2000s when the brand became synonymous with effortless time shifting of television programming. Launched in 1999, or as Prince would say, 1999. Tivo's DVRs introduced features like one-touch recording, commercial skipping, and intuitive search capabilities that made traditional TV schedules feel obsolete. At its zenith, the company boasted millions of subscribers, forcing cable providers and networks to adapt to empowered viewers who could pause live broadcasts or binge watch at will. The Tivo Edge, introduced in 2021 as a hybrid device supporting both cable cards and streaming, represents the final evolution of this hardware legacy, blending over-the-air tuners with 4K support and expandable storage options. Yet, even as it brought praise for superior interface design, reliability, sales dwindled amid the cord-cutting revolution. The catalyst for this pivot appears to be rooted in broader market dynamics. Streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, and YouTube TV have eroded demand for standalone DVRs by offering cloud-based limited storage and on-demand libraries, often at lower cost without the need for bulky setup boxes. Cable companies facing their own subscriber losses have increasingly pushed proprietary cloud DVRs that lock users into an ecosystem-specific rentals, sideline third-party options like Tivo, regulatory changes, including the phased-out support for cable car technology, essential for Tivo's cable compatibility, further squeeze the viability of consumer hardware. Analysts have long predicted this trajectory, knowing that Tivo's retail DVR shipments have plummeted by over 80% Since 2019, customers opted for smart TVs with built-in apps or focal streaming sticks from Roku and Amazon. And Tivo, they do have a streaming 4K stick, by the way. You want to mention that. And also, Tivo has Tivo smart TVs as well. With DVRs consigned to history, Tivo is redirecting its energies towards software-driven ecosystems that align with modern viewing habits. The company is doubling down on its Tivo operating system OS, a customizable platform now powering smart TVs from select manufacturers. This OS integrates live linear TV streaming apps and personalized recommendations into a unified interface aiming to recapture the Tivo magic without the hardware hassle. Partnerships with TV brands are expanding. With recent integration in mid-range models from Hisense and TCL, where the OS enhances voice search, universal remote control, and ad skipping for on-demand content. Early adopters report smoother navigation rather across fragmented services, positioning Tivo as a behind-the-scenes orchestrator in the smart home entertainment space. Equally ambitious is Tivo's foray into automotive entertainment through AutoStage, a video streaming service tailored for in-vehicle and infotainment systems. Launched in beta earlier this year, AutoStage leverages Tivo's content discovery algorithms to deliver family-friendly playlists, podcasts, and short-form videos optimized for backseat passengers. Integrated with systems from Ford and Volkswagen, it supports offline downloads for road trips and parental controls to curate age-appropriate feeds. This automotive pivot taps into the growing connected car market, projected to exceed 300 million vehicles by 2030, where downtime during commutes presents untapped viewing opportunities by focusing on lightweight cloud sync software. Tivo also avoids the manufacturing pitfalls that plagued its DVR days, instead licensing AutoStage to automakers for recurring royalties. The implications for loyalists are bittersweet. Longtime subscribers, many of whom invested in lifetime service plans for the Tivo boxes, face uncertainty about ongoing support. While Tivo has committed to maintaining software updates for existing DVRs at least 2027, the absence of new hardware leaves little path for upgrades. Enthusiast communities online rather buzz with alternatives, from do-it-yourself over-the-air setups using Raspberry Pi devices to hybrid solutions pairing HD home run tuners with plug service for cord cutters. The shift underscores a broader industry consolidation where pure hardware plays give way to agile software layers. Cord Cutters News has reached out to Tivo's public relations team for clarification on the DVR listing and future roadmap details, but has not received a response as of press time. Industry watchers speculate that this silence masks internal restructuring, possibly ahead of further acquisitions in the streaming aggregation space. As Tivo evolves from a box maker to a platform provider, it leaves behind a hardware icon that has not only changed television, but also inspired a generation of innovators. Whether AutoSage and the Tivo OS can reignite the spark remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: pause on DVRs have been pressed for good. Very well written. I find this a very sad story. I think that Tivo should have stuck with their DVRs. And let me just say this: even if you didn't want to do DVRs anymore, like, have your streaming 4K device and also make your Tivo boxes into a Tivo box for streaming, just streaming, right? And you pay maybe $100, and you can install that, and that can be like a Fire Stick or a Roku. I think it's sad that Tivo has decided to get away from the DVR business, but when you're down 80%, that's a B in high school and college, or in school in general. But a very, very sad day when I saw this. I'm like, I have to report on this. There's no way I can be the media nerd, social media, and not report on Tivo. So I do hope that they change their mind. I do hope it's not forever, because Tivo is a pioneer. Like, before Netflix became Netflix, there was Tivo, and Tivo was everybody's Netflix. My parents had Tivo for years, and I think Tivo could be a huge entertainment media company, because guess what? You got Tivo that, right? So I do think that the Tivo intellectual property can still be used in the entertainment media space. So, TiVo, don't go away, damn it, okay? Because without you, there would not be Netflix, there would not be Hulu, there would not be Amazon, there would not be any of the streaming sticks. YouTube TV wouldn't know what DVR is. Philo wouldn't know what DVR is. None of these companies would know what DVR is without TiVo. So let's put some respect on TiVo's name there. All right, y'all. More Brain League Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now. The Fast 10 sequel is still coming if they can trim the budget by a massive amount. Murder your darling, boys. We all love the Fast and Furious franchise, by the way. This comes to us from IGN. But Euro Studios has some caveats before it's willing to bankroll the final film in the series, particularly as they reportedly relate to the movie's massive budget. Over 2 years on from Fast 10, the Wall Street Journal has reported that the next installment has not been officially announced just yet because it does not have a release date on the books or even a final script. Plus, many of the main cast members have not yet signed deals to return to the franchise. Why? How? Well, considering the script currently is doing the rounds, will reportedly require a budget of approximately $250 million. The studio has allegedly told filmmakers that they won't greenlight production until expenses are cut by 20%. As for the why in all this, it appears to hinge on returns from 2023's Fast 10, which was the lowest grossing film for the franchise in over a decade, with a $705 million take home over a $340 million budget. Yeah. The sequel film tentatively titled Fast 10 Part 2, when it was announced, was originally supposed to hit theaters this year. Vin Diesel, the movie's leading man, claimed last summer that the project would be released in April 2027, but nothing else confirms that date officially. Back in June, Diesel opened up about the next installment during an appearance at Fuel Fest, a car enthusiast event in Los Angeles. The studio said to me, Vin, can we please have the finale of The Fast and Furious in April 2027? Diesel told the crowd. I said, under 3 conditions. 1, bring the franchise back to LA. The second thing was to return to the car culture, to the street racing. And 3 was reunite Dom and Brian O'Connor. You don't mess with family. It's become a meme in social media about family with Dom. So, yes, indeed, considering the late Paul Walker played Brian O'Connor, team was guess how Diesel plans to bring back the fall after his iconic character to the franchise, but hopefully he's not suggesting they digitally insert his likeness. Nobody wants that. There's also the question of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's potential role in the film. In January, Vin Diesel walked back a dig he made at Johnson while presenting an award at the 2025 Golden Globes. Diesel posted an older photo of him and Johnson on Instagram alongside the caption, all love, always, after Diesel poked fun at the infamous feud between the pair, saying, hey, Dwayne, during his award presentation, and enjoying the audience laughter. So, I get Universal. They definitely want a return on their investment, but also, too, this is the finale, go big or go home, right? So they want the budget cut by 20%, so $250 million minus 20%. So basically, they want to produce it for $200 million. So they got to cut $50 million from the budget. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Like I said, to bring it back to car culture, I mean, we saw Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the last film, trying to go after Jason Momoa's character. So is that going to be it? Because if you try to bring it back to car culture, it's like you got to finish the story that you set out in part 1. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. Speaking of cars, from Toy World Magazine UK here, check this out. I thought this was so cool. Monopoly celebrates 90 years with Hot Wheels' first ever collaboration. As part of the collection, Hasbro will be launching a special Hot Wheels Pass and Go 1/64 die-cast collectible available globally from November 1st. 2 of the most iconic names in play are coming together for the first time. Hasbro's Monopoly is celebrating its 90th anniversary this year. Can you imagine that? 90 years of one board game. I suggest they give away 90,000. I suggest they give away $90,000 checks to 90 different individuals. I will gladly take a $90,000 check from Hasbro's Monopoly. I'm just saying, if you need a leader for the 90th anniversary, just let me know. Okay, we'll talk. It's teaming up with Mattel's Hot Wheels to launch the Hot Wheels Pass and Go 164 diecast collectible, available globally beginning November 1st. The collectible is modeled after the game's iconic race car token, designed to look just as at home on the Game Boy as it does speeding around a Hot Wheels track, ideal for longtime collectors and casual fans. Brian Baker, Senior Vice President of Board Games, Nerf, and Play-Doh at Hasbro, said the Hot Wheels Pass and Go collectible is a mash-up of speed, strategy, and fun that brings together two legendary playing experiences for fans of every generation. This collaboration builds on the momentum of Hasbro and Mattel's long-term licensing agreement, which already delivered fan-favorite crossovers like Hot Wheels Transformers, Masters of the Universe Transformers, Uno, Flip Transformers, Play-Doh, Barbie, and more. So to get in touch with the team at Hasbro, that is a UK number. So to all my UK people, that is 0208 569 1234. That's 0208 569 1234. That is 0208 569 1234. Or visit hasbro.co.uk. And to get in touch with the team at Mattel, you can call 01628 500-000. That's 01628 500-000. One more time, 01628 500-000, or visit Mattel.com. Honestly, this is amazing. And honestly, Hasbro and Mattel are the biggest toy makers of all time. So the fact that they were able to make this brand collaboration makes a lot of sense. Maybe team up with Nissan or a car company and give away 90 of these. Okay, all right. Just there's a lot you can do for the 90th anniversary. Okay, give away 90 trips, to different destinations that Monopoly has on their board. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things you can do for the 90th anniversary. If you need me, call me. All right, y'all. Speaking of where you can go on trips, maybe Monopoly can give away 90 cruises aboard Royal Caribbean, because Royal Caribbean unveils the new Legend of the Seas with next level family experiences. This is a press release here. The press release came out yesterday. Royal Caribbean is introducing the family time of a lifetime on Legend of the Seas with more adventure than ever before. The boldest vacation to visit the world's top destinations in Europe and the Southern Caribbean. Legend will deliver a lineup of unrivaled experiences, including thrills and chills, the most dining at sea with 28 options, all new nightlife and entertainment, and more ways for families and vacationers to make lifelong memories. In July 2026, so next year, everybody, vacationers can go all in on the action across the Legend's 8 neighborhoods, which are destinations in themselves. On deck are new dining experiences, transporting guests to the ancient silk routes at the immersive Royal Railway Legend Station. So they'll look like you're on an actual train, right? And LED screens around you, passing different destinations. Or the Golden Age at the new Hollywood Land Supper Club. You know about the Brown Derby, which is at Disney's Hollywood Studios. That's a legendary club, legendary place to eat, rather, in LA. Headline entertainment with Broadway hit Raw Dolls, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, reimagined family experiences from thrills to new ways to stay and more. Vacationers ready to explore what's in store on Legend can book the highly anticipated vacation on Royal Caribbean's website. Don't worry, we will get there. So this is the Legend of the Seas here. There is Surfside. That's the family. Pool there, and then of course the ultimate water park. I think this is the floating pool there for the adults. And then, of course, up front is the Aquadome. But we'll get to all that. Right here is the Hollywoodland Supper Club, a multi-course dining experience inspired by the golden age of Hollywood. Guests are in for an evening of jazz, gourmet bites, and grand cocktails, taking them through a journey of cinema through 1910 to the 1950s. And then right here, in Legend of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's Legend of the Seas will introduce the all-new Royal Railway Legend Station, a immersive train car dining concept. The 5-course experience combines entertainment, food, and technology to take vacationers on a journey through the Silk routes to historic destinations across China, India, Italy, and more. That is going to be fire. Let's keep going here. With Legend of the Seas, we are bringing to life our most legendary vacation yet as we continue to push the boundaries with more of what guests know and love, said Michael Bailey, President and CEO of Royal Caribbean. Those looking to get the most out of their vacation can, all with the Legends combination of an action of adventure-packed experiences and incredible destinations in Europe and the Caribbean. From day to night, vacationers on Legend can dive into a variety of experiences, including legendary flavors with 28 dining options, rounding out most dining at sea. Every type of vacationer can satisfy any craving or discover all new experiences for every meal. Royal Railway, say that 3 times. Royal Railway. See, it's a little bit difficult. Legend Station, the immersive dining spot first introduced on Utopia of the Seas, will take diners on Legend to new destinations along the ancient Silk routes by train, combining entertainment, food, and technology. Guests will follow the travels of explorer Marco Polo on a 5-course expedition of flavors and history through China, India, Italy, and more. The Hollywoodland Supper Club vacationers are in for an evening of glitz and glamour with a new supper club concept inspired by the golden age of Hollywood. I believe with sultry jazz. You like jazz? I'm thinking of the B movie from DreamWorks, or Bill O'Reilly. How about some jazz? That's a lot of jazz. I'm not making up. Bill O'Reilly actually said that. Gourmet bites and cocktails, the multi-course dinner experience takes guests through a journey of cinema, from 1910 to 1950s. Aquadome, marking the icon class favorite food hall, sets the table with reimagined selection of global cuisines with 5 new all-day food stands, along with a brand new juice and smoothie bar. Serving freshly squeezed refreshments. The all-encompassing dining lineup includes everything from family experiences at Surfside Eatery and Base Camp in Thrill Island to favorites like premium cuts at Chops Grill, hibachi at Uzumi, and fresh catches at Hutch Seafood. By the way, since I'm talking about Royal Caribbean, can one of y'all, hey, my friend, please be careful, okay? Please be careful. Like I'm just describing Nikki News and narcissism. Love that sister, great friend, and great individual for sure. By the way, since I'm talking about cruises and stuff, can Carnival take the kiddie pool out of the Havana pool area? Because the one on Vista is clutch with 2 hot tubs and a heated pool. And with Emerald's Bistro, I'm asking very kindly, can we please get some beignets and some catfish? I'm asking nicely. Nikki News will tell you, this is me being very nice. Or, Royal Caribbean, y'all could get catfish, Norwegian Cruise Line, Virgin Voyages, Celebrity. Just some damn cruise line, get some damn catfish. Shit. Please and thank you. Moving on. I'm looking out for us, good people, okay? I'm looking out for us, good people. All right, here, Legendary Nights is the ultimate night out every night with new entertainment across stage, air, water, and ice. Live music spots in more than 20 bars and lounges. Raw Dolls, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory making its golden ticket debut at sea in the Royal Theater. The hit Broadway musical brings the magical world with a walk into life and a show packed with sweet surprises. By the way, did y'all know that Charlie was supposed to be black? Do your research, everybody. Yes, indeed. Deck-defying entertainment, more jaw-dropping sensations take center stage at the Aquadome Neighborhood's Marquee Aqua Theater. For those of you who are wondering, in the newer ships, they have the Aquadome, which is at the front of the ship. The Aqua Theater on the older ships is still in the back. And I honestly tell you the truth, I love the Aquadome concept, but there is nothing like seeing a show at night and the sunset in the background as you're watching live entertainment. But yeah, I think the Aqua Theater is one of the signatures of Royal Caribbean. But hey, that's just me. They want to evolve, though. Nothing wrong with that. Plus, there are over 20 bars, lounges, and live music spots to raise a glass at, including Lou's for jazz tunes, also known as Big Louie, as known. The name Lou's is known for Big Louie, rather. Big Louis Armstrong. Is you is or is you ain't my baby? Yes, indeed. And more sing-along face-offs at dueling pianos, uniquely crafted cocktails at 1400 Lobby Bar, and more. Legendary adventures, their adrenaline-amping thrills. Adventure just reached a new level with 6 water slides in Category 6, the largest water park at Sea Crown's Edge, Park Skywalk, Park Zipline Experience, 154 feet above the ocean. And when I mentioned that, when you do that walk, you actually hang off the side of the ship for a little bit before you circle back around. Listen, your life matters. If you are afraid of heights, don't do it. Okay, it's just a feature. We're talking here. We're talking here. Including more top deck action with a new spin on mini golf at the Lost Dunes and the Adrenaline Peak Rock Climbing Wall and more. Now we get to the seven pools and lives. Vacationers have in store a pool for every mood, including pools for adults at the Hideaway Infinity Pool and the Swim and Tonic Swim-Up Bar, ways to splash for kids in Tuck to Splashaway Bay, and grown-ups nearby at Water's Edge Pool, the largest pool at sea at Royal Bay, and more, along with 10 world pools and private casinos. There are plenty of ways to play with reimagined family favorites, including a new carousel concept in Surfside, the neighborhood designed for young families, and a redesigned playscape for youngsters. The signature icon class favorites will be back on Legend, from the Royal Promenade's floor-to-ceiling ocean views. The jaw-dropping Pearl, the world's largest Connect art sculpture. So it literally looks like a pearl, and these mirrors, go back and forth, and they can change colors and stuff. And there's like the Pearl Cafe, like right there. It's quite fantastic. The open air Central Park, named after originally Seneca Park, and that was a whole black neighborhood in New York. Know your history. But with that being said, the open air Central Park lined with more than 30,500 real plants and restaurants. Can you imagine the garden crew? Okay, can you imagine that crew and their paychecks to keep up 30,500 real plants to maintain those plants? The paycheck has to be nice. Live music, convenient pickup windows for sushi, champagne, sparkling wine, and more. Plus, there are plenty of ways to stay in style, from the ultra luxe and exclusive suite neighborhood to a redesigned ultimate family townhouse with spaces for the whole family. Now, I don't know how they redesigned it, because inside that townhouse there is a slide inside the townhouse. Like a legit slide that you can actually slide down. Yeah, they got like air hockey in there, and movies and all types of stuff. It's very expensive, but it's very nice. Legend will level up European summers in 2026 with 7-night Western Mediterranean adventures from Barcelona, Spain, Rome, Civita, Vecchieri, Italy. Sorry, Italy. Much love to y'all. Okay, did not mean to butcher y'all. Okay, did not mean to butcher that town. Okay, that town's name rather. The bold adventures on board continue on shore, whether it's stepping back in time at Rome's Colosseum, feasting on flavors from the fishing villages of Providence, Marseille, France, or diving into the local cultures of Naples, Italy, and Palma de Mallorca, Spain. In November 2026, Legend will make its Grand Caribbean debut from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, with 6-night Western Caribbean getaways and 8-night Southern Caribbean vacations to the beaches of Oranjestad, Aruba, and Williamstead, Curacao. Ooh, should be a good time there. Plus, every Caribbean vacation visits Royal Caribbean's top-rated Perfect Day at Coco Cay, featuring turquoise blue bars and beaches at the Thrill Water Park, and pools and swim-up bars and more. Legend will also be the vacation company's fourth ship fueled by liquefied natural gas (LNG) and feature industry-leading environmental programs with applications ranging from waste heat recovery systems to shore power connection. Legend will help advance Royal Caribbean's group's journey toward introducing a net zero cruise ship by 2035. Vacations on Legend are open to book on Royal Caribbean's website. So, with that being said, let's take a look at this video here from Royal Caribbean. A bold first look at Royal Caribbean's Legend of the Seas. Roll it.
We are at an incredible moment in our Royal Caribbean history. We have ships coming online that are going to be game-changing in the vacation experience.
We've got Legend of the Seas coming next year.
All right, let's go back for just a brief moment, just to show you something. So this crown right here is that skywalk. I just wanted to let you guys know that. So basically there will be like a little jump off thing here, jump off bridge, and then you'll free float there. And then what you saw there was that's the pearl and the step slider there. I think so, just to give you some context, conjecture, and connection there. All right, back to the video, everybody.
Next year.
What's really special about Legend of the Seas is all the new and exciting things we're bringing to life for our guests, along with some of the traditional favorites that came to life on the first Icon class ship.
You'll see us bring the Royal Railway from Utopia, create Legend Station, where the Royal Railway will depart for journeys around the world.
Where we brought together virtual reality, actors, amazing food and beverage to take you across the Silk Route. You're going to see the beautiful sights and sounds of the continents you pass through, but you're also going to get the flavors on the plate and amazing cocktails with the ingredients from this cornucopia of spices and flavors.
Then with Legend of the Seas, you'll see us move to Hollywood.
Hollywood has a great history of the stars, but also has an amazing food and beverage history. We're going to bring that to life on Legend of the Seas in a really unique and special way. The Aquadome Market is going to bring 5 unique experiences that take the guests globally through an adventure of food. So if you want a really unique and special experience, this is a complimentary venue for traditional, authentic experiences, but a little bit of something for everybody.
Our vision has been clear from day one. We know that we need to produce great entertainment, something for everyone, and we want to create memorable experiences for families.
We're never going to stop dreaming of tradition, evolution, and revolution, and with Legend of the Seas, you'll see us kind of take that evolution a step further. Guests are already looking forward to continued evolution of the Icon class. We're constantly looking at where we expand, and there's so much working so well. You'll see things like better play in games and Adventure Ocean. Surfside is our first purpose-built neighborhood for families. Every venue in the space exudes fun, energy, family enjoyment. Our guests have said they want thrill blended into their vacation. And so for us, adrenaline pumping thrill has been part of the DNA and revolutionized into the Icon class.
It's all about the customer experience and making sure that the guests are super happy and having an amazing time. We put a lot of energy and effort into designing and creating these incredible new ships. I can tell you it's going to be pretty amazing. I mean, big time amazing.
Arriving summer 2026, that looks like a good time to be had for sure. You know, I don't know if Royal Caribbean or Norwegian or Carnival, you know, do content creator residencies where content creators can bring their show aboard the ships for like maybe 6 months to a year. But, you know, Brainley's virtual tour live aboard, Royal Caribbean in the, Aquadome Theater or the Royal Theater. Wouldn't be too bad of a thing. You know what I mean? Just make sure I get a very good room. The paycheck is nice. Carnival used to do that with Carnival Live, Norwegian, like I said, Virgin. I'm available for a residency. I can literally do the show from anywhere in the world, but to do it live on stage in front of a live audience, and having done over 1,000 shows, there's really nothing that I can't talk about. Plus, because it'll be in front of a live audience, I'm game for anything. Oh, by the way, I do need to mention that the shows will be 18 and older. You don't need children watching Braylon live on tour on these ships, because it's adult entertainment. I try my best to be, in the words of Nick Cannon, a real model. I try to be good for people, but I'm also real at the same time. But hey, residencies, Vegas, Caesar's Palace, I'm available as well. But let's roll on to the actual website here. Here is Legend of the Seas arrives summer 2026, and there it is. There, that big ship, my Lord Jesus, right there. And that's the free fall thing that I told you about, where you're actually zooming around the strip for just a brief moment. Right, wait, that's the flow rider right here. Yeah, you can actually do that. Yeah, I know, it's terrifying, but good stuff. So here it is here, Epic Adventures. And hey, to the three people here, thank you so much for being here. We are live on tour. Right now, we are talking about Legend of the Seas, a brand new cruise ship for Royal Caribbean coming out summer of 2026. Glad to have all of you here. Everything you love about Icon Class thrills taken up a notch. The new Legend of the Seas is the next chapter in larger-than-life adventure you can only find on Icon Class ship. It's bonding at the largest water park at sea, braving the Crown's Edge, an all-out aerial test of courage, conquering fleet favorites from the flow ride to Splash Away Bay. So this is the Crown's Edge right here. Adventure just reached the boldest level ever. Dare to delve into adrenaline amping thrills that go from heart-pounding Crown's Edge obstacles to Category 6, loaded with mat racing, raft riding, drop plunging water slides when it's time to recharge, make a splash in 7 breathtaking pools, and a sprawling swim-up bar, 10 whirlpools, and private casitas with prime ocean views. So right here, storm through Category 6, flies for the brave with zero gravity moments, 360-degree tailspin, and more. Find a new poolside paradise every day of the week with 7 unique pools. Panoramic views with non-stop DJ beats at the largest swim bar at sea and the Hideaway. Youngsters can crank up the play all the way with dunk buckets and mini slides to Splash Away Bay, and everyone in for wave taming triumphs or hilarious wipeouts at the Flow Rider Surf Simulator. I will just let you know I probably will be wiping out on that because I do not know how to surf. So hey, listen, if I get on AFV, win $100,000, hey, it works out for me. You know what I mean? But with that being said, feeling brave, don't just walk the walk along the Crown's Edge obstacle course that dangles you over the edge of adventure. So as you see there, that brother is literally off the ship. So you actually are going around the crown there. So yeah, terrifying for sure. See who's the family top dog with a rock climbing race to the summit of Adrenaline Peak. Watch the kiddos climb, slide, and giggle at the redesigned plate escape. Spot the ducks coldly dressed in disguise as a carousel, and the whole crew can swing their way through shipwrecks at the Lost Dude Radolph. So there is Crown's Edge there. So here it is here. Yeah, so you jump off of that and you're literally yeah, I know, quite terrifying. Yes, indeed it is. And by the way, you can receive $100 off your next cruise right there. That's what's up. Right here, it's a fear-inducing challenge at Skywalk ropes course, park thrill ride, and an all-out test of your courage. Strap in and step onto the walkway. Dare to look down at the crash waves below, but keep moving because when it's expected, the floor beneath your feet could collapse and be dangling high over the ocean. When the moment of truth comes, only the courageous will conquer. So you do have to pay for that experience there. But I want to show y'all that because I'm just like, how did y'all make that happen? Like, sincerely. Yes, indeed. There. We're going to go through each of these here. The boldest flavors, outstanding nights, and stellar stays. And y'all, Royal Caribbean me, child. You know, actually, Royal Caribbean, you can Royal Caribbean me with a free cruise. I would not mind that at all. And here are some of the amazing destinations that they are going to. That is in Italy, of course. Of course, I think that's Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. Perfect day at Coco Cay. Look at that. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Man, see, I wish the Travel Channel was still a travel channel and not about ghost stories, because, you know, Bray takes on Vacay, or Bray takes on Vacays would be a show. Like, the crew would set up the vacation, and I don't know what I'm doing. They just capture everything and put in an hour episode. That would be fire. As you can see here, these are all the Mediterranean cruises here. $2,065 per person. That is from Italy. Not too bad there. 13-night cruise for $2,079 there. Not too bad there. And of course, the Caribbean cruises. 8-night, $1,866 per person for 8 nights. Southern Caribbean cruise. There's not too bad for 8 nights there. Of course, three-night vacations are becoming more and more of a thing. Dine, famous for flavors, the new legend of the seas is bursting with flavor to deliver the tastiest week you've ever had, with 28 dining destinations, the most at sea. Satisfy any craving or discover all new experiences for breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, and every urge in between. From savory Japanese street food to theatrical hibachi bites and to American delights and Italian delicacies, and refuel between adventures, quick bites that go a long way so you can hit bigger thrills and bolder chill all day. And then, of course, right here, a foodie's paradise. Take your taste buds on a global tour every day of the week. Dine at the immersive new Royal Railway Legend Station. Takes you back in time to the Silk Routes. Aquadome Market brings new global cuisines and eclectic selections to this all-day food hall. Take date night to boost our level at the new Hollywood Land Supper Club, and that's just a taste of this foodie fantasy come to life. So there is all those there. And like I said, these are all included. So you got Base Camp, Surfside Erie, Aquadome Market, Surfside Bites, Windjammer, a local fresh Sorrento's dining room, Pearl Cafe, Sprinkles, Park Cafe, The Grove, Sweet Guest Only, and Coastal Kitchen. By the way, if you go to Johnny Rockets, you can get breakfast for free. You're welcome. Okay. Like I said, this is going to be absolutely awesome. Here are the specialty dining venues here: Celebration Table, Hollywood Land Supper Club, Royal Railway, Azumi Hibachi and Sushi, Chops Grill, Deserted, Hooked Seafood, Azumi in the Park, Pier 7, Playmaker Sports Bar, and Giovanni's Italian there. So I think right here, of course, you can be there out after dark. Have the ultimate night out in the town every night of the week. 7 live music spots cranked up the beat. From jazz to merengue, performance pioneers take storytelling far beyond ordinary cross stage, ice, air, and water. While the Broadway smash hit Charlie Chocolate Factory the musical makes a sweet debut at sea, and raise your glass to all more than 20 bars and lounges serving up irresistible cocktails and undeniable good times there. Right here, a new level of showmanship. Ice skaters bring on the twists and twirls and Absolute Zero, the largest ice arena at sea. Synchronized swimmers and airless, plus a 55-foot waterfall set a new standard of jaw dropping in the Opera Theater. theater, and the traditional stage is anything but with tech laid down Richard Productions, all-star guest performers, yours truly, potentially, maybe, and one of Broadway's biggest hits, plus side-splitting comedians bring big laughs to adult-only sets. Applause-worthy wonders await around every corner of this show-stopping ship. So, of course, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Ryan and Bing keeps things brewing all day, from early morning lattes to late night espresso martinis. I am sure somebody will have an espresso martini in the morning on their vacation. Grab a seat at 1400 Lobby Bar, where mixologists master unique signatures like the Living Garden, an alluring blend of botanical citrus, rose vodka, and April palm. Tickle your fancy with sparkling selections at Bubbles in the heart of Central Park. That's a champagne bar there. And parents get their own menu of adult beverages while kids sip on music drinks at the Lemon Post. And then, of course, here you can get jazz at Lou's, beyond sing-alongs at the inaugural Schooner's Bar or face-offs to the finish at doing pianos, English pub pints and pours accompanied by acoustic guitar hits, head bopper jams at Music Hall, and sophistry mills among their four-story panoramic views at the Overlook. So you got the Aqua Theater right there, Absolute Zero, Charlie and Chocolate Factory, 1400 Lobby Bar, English Pub, Bowler Rose Plays, Baker's Sports Bar and Arcade, doing pianos, Lou's, Music Hall, the Overlook, Rye and Bean, Schooner's Bar there. And I'm trying to think. Oh, of course. How can we forget all that fun? But you need a place to stay, of course. Look at that. Yeah, that's the suite. That's the family suite with the slide in the room. You know, if anybody wants to super chat me a vacation, I'll gladly accept it. I'm joking. It's not required to super chat me a vacation to be here. Okay, I'm joking with you. Okay, listen, I'm just glad you're here. Okay, I'm glad that you have a space to fall. I'm able to create a space to fall. We can be there for each other in bringing unity to our community. Make room for adventure. The world's best family vacation comes with plenty of room to stretch out in style, and Legend of the Sea stacks up more rooms for families than any ship in the fleet. Get the space you need for the adventure you crave, with room for everyone in your crew. Think split bathrooms and bunks just for kids, and see more at sea. Dropping aft angles to sunset corner views. So the ultimate family townhouse, or you can relax in a Surfside family suite. So basically, you in that suite, and Surfside is right there for the pool, the restaurants, and everything else. Of course, there is spacious, infinite balcony rooms there. The expanded living room area becomes an oceanfront balcony at the push of a button, floor-to-ceiling windows and panoramic ocean view rooms. And then, of course, you can get the multi-story royal loft, icon lofts, or the ultimate family townhouse, which come with royal genies. Which royal genies are basically your butler, all vacation. Okay, who grant ship-wide VIP access, right? So here is the family infinite ocean view balcony. So sleeps up to 6 guests, split bathroom, connecting rooms feature available, accessible rooms available. So here is this here. So that becomes a balcony. Not a huge room there, but restroom here. Always got a seat. That is so important for when you are just tired. Okay. Yes, indeed. There. Why do I feel small in that restroom? Let's get out there. Keep it going. Here's another one here. This is just a touch-up room. Back out the hallway. So this is the outside here. And if we go behind here, you got your bunk beds for the kids there. So there you go there. So I think that's the whole room. So here is the Surfside family suite. Sleeps up to 4 guests, 2 adults and 2 kids. Split bathroom, kids nook with sofa, and accessible rooms available. So here is that suite there. And like I said, Royal Caribbean is not paying me for this, y'all. I sincerely love travel. If you hang around me enough, we do stuff like this all the time around here. So here is this nook here with a TV there. Then, of course, right outside the Surfside there. Whoa. So there's the TV there. Of course, it's a Samsung TV right there for everything. And then here is your balcony. And then right there is Surfside. So you're literally in the middle of all the action. And of course, right up there is the water slides there. So let's go back inside here to the room. Restroom here. Another restroom. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything closer because that's the mirror there. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it there. And then here is the ultimate family townhouse. Sleeps up to 8 guests. Not 1, not 2, but 3 full bathrooms, dining room and kitchenette, cinema with large day bed, and not to mention you have a private cinema with a popcorn machine. You have a in-suite slide wraparound terrace with your own private hot tub. So if you don't want to be in the hot tubs with the commoners, I say commoners jokingly, you can be in your own hot tub, and you have direct access to Surfside from your own private patio. Okay. Of course, this is a spacious, infinite ocean view balcony. Seats up to 4 guests. Full bathroom with bench seating area with sofa. Accessible rooms available. Very tight. So like this is literally the room here. So this is your balcony there. So right there, your room. This is like a studio apartment. So everything is right in here. So this is your restroom there. I think that's about it. Of course, panoramic. 3 guests, full bathroom with bench, panoramic seating area. So there's that there. Your restroom there. So there's that there. They have a sunset corner suite here. 4 guests, full bathroom with tub, shower, and 2 sinks. Private balcony with private dining and a living room with sofa. So this is the sunset corner suite. It's going to go out onto the balcony. Virtually, of course. We're not actually on the balcony, y'all. But here it is here. So you have your dining room there. And look at that. Imagine waking up to that in the morning. Okay, so that is all for you if you get this. So there's the living room right there with your TV. And then, of course, your full tub there and toilet and everything else. Only 1 sink. So you got to learn to share, okay? Especially if you like double restrooms. I'm joking. They say double restrooms is good for a marriage. I heard. So there is everything that you need to know about Legend of the Seas that will be coming out summer of 2026. So should be a good time for sure there. All right, y'all. More Brain Lee's Virtual Tour Live coming up right from the space right here and right now from Essence Magazine, Essence.com. Meet the Black woman steering P&G's multi-billion-dollar empire and redefine corporate leadership. Bianca Turner is breaking barriers, building legacy, and redefining leadership at one of the world's largest consumer goods companies. So there she is. They're a beautiful Black woman there. If there was ever a name that was synonymous with hard work and dedication, it would be the incomparable Monica Turner. But to understand her billion-dollar career impact, we first need to understand her story. Her journey began at Procter & Gamble in 1987. Yes, in the age of people jumping jobs left and right, Turner has risen through the ranks of P&G over the past 38 years. Let me say that 2 more times. 38 years. 38 years to build something truly remarkable. She came in as a sales rep fresh out of the University of Oklahoma at 22 years old, selling paper products out of Wichita, Kansas. For some, they may have just seen this as a foot in the door, stayed a couple of years before moving on. Turner stayed, though, because she had a bigger vision. She worked the Kmart account. Remember when Kmart was around in 2001, the Blue Light Special, of course. Then Family Dollar in 2005. Then she moved up to vice president, then senior vice president, taking on bigger roles each time until 2021, when P&G made her president of the entire North America operation. Let me say that again. P&G made her president of the entire North America operation. This one right here became the president of P&G's North America operation. Okay? All right, this is a legend right here, ladies and gentlemen. She walks in the room, you stand up. Okay? Being facetious when I say that, but she is a very big deal. Now more than $43 billion. $43 billion in sales layer with 32,000 employees. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine her schedule? My Lord, your schedule plus being in charge of 32,000 employees and more than half of P&G's total revenue under her leadership. I say it wasn't the worst bet you can take on your. I'll say it wasn't the worst bet you could take on yourself at 22 years old. That's definitely a lesson for Gen Z might want to take notes on. Every brand that has been in Black households for generations, Tide, Pampers, Olay, Crest, Gillette, Turner oversaw all of it. Let's see here. And under that leadership, that business added $13 billion in incremental sales over 5 years. $13 billion in incremental sales over 5 years. $13 billion in incremental sales over 5 years. When you ask Turner what drives her work, she doesn't talk about revenue or market share, which speaks volumes about her humility. Because let's be real, I know how I'd be leading conversations if I was growing a multi-billion-dollar business. Instead, she talks about people, which is the true testament of a remarkable leader. At P&G, our people are our greatest asset. She says we continually invest in our employees to build an innovative entrepreneurial culture and deliver a superior employee experience. She says it because she's actually lived it. Coming up through P&G over nearly 4 decades is no easy feat, especially as a Black woman. And though, like many of us, likely face incredible challenges along the way, she knows what it takes to build a career there because she did every job. She was working retail accounts when a lot of today's executives were still in college, and she gets what her team is going through because she went through it too. So when you ask what she's proudest of from this past year, Turner does not mention the billions. I'm the most proudest of the North American organization that continues to lead with commitment and resilience every single day. Again, for Turner, it's more. Let me go back here. It just jumped there. Again, for Turner, it's more about the people, not the numbers. Her career has been what she calls a series of high-impact problems to solve. That's very cutesy, very mindful, very demure for sure. A demure way to talk about, big magnitudes of issues to solve there. Sometimes it meant transforming businesses that have been around forever but needed new direction. Other times it meant building entrepreneurial teams from nothing to tackle whatever to tackle whatever challenge came up. These are the kinds of assignments when there's no roadmap and you could actually fail. But not Turner. She did in stride at the very least. She certainly doesn't look like what she's been through. Let the church say amen on that quote there. and Turner's way through it. She calls it possibilities mindset. You have to take the challenge and flip it into an opportunity. Sounds like she's taking an inch and making a mile out of it. Great minds think alike there. I am passionate about this approach and its power in making more possible in any context. She says that's powerful. And it worked. When P&G needed someone to overhaul market strategy, they called Turner. When they needed leadership for North American sales, Turner got it. When they needed someone to run the whole region, every brand, every category, all the people, they gave it to Turner, and she delivered every time. The recognition followed. In addition to being, in essence, 2025 Black Woman in Business awardee, the Wall Street Journal put her on their list of the top 250 board directors this year. Let me say that two more times. The Wall Street Journal put her on their list of the top 250 board directors this year. The Wall Street Journal put her on their list of the top 250 board directors this year, in addition to being the Essence 2025 Black Woman in Business awardee, a Essence 2025 Black Woman in Business awardee. She's on Allstate's board. She chairs the board of trustees at the University of Cincinnati. Mass market retailers gave her their Women of Influence award this year. In 2019, Savoy named her one of the top 100 most influential women in corporate America. In 2019, Savoy named her one of the top 100 most influential women in corporate America. In 2019, Savoy named her one of the top 100 most influential women in corporate America. But Turner seems most interested in creating space for other people. For me, it's inspiring to have the opportunity to be a part of others' growth. She says, investing in people will always have the highest rate of return. I believe we can build stronger workplaces and communities with opportunity for all. It's different leadership, especially at that level. She could focus only on quarterly earnings and being competitors. Instead, she's building up the people around her, and she's making sure the next generation doesn't have to spend 38 years climbing the way she did. But let's be clear, it's not because the climb isn't worth it. We all have to pay our dues at some point. Amen to that. But because there should be more ways up. That part there. Her advice to young professionals trying to follow her path: be unapologetically you. Don't shy away from risk or new opportunities. Every experience is a chance to learn, grow, and make an amazing impact. Find mentors, she says. Build real relationships. Believe you can make a difference and others will join you. And of course, her gems on point because it's all advice from someone who's lived it. Started as a sales rep in Kansas and ended up running a $43 billion business. I'm going to say that two more times. A $43 billion business. A $43 billion business. Took on the hardest assignments and turned them into results that change P&G's directory. Did all as a Black woman in corporate America at a level where there still aren't enough of us. Now Turner's looking ahead in her new role focused on strategic growth. She's thinking about what comes next for P&G, what new opportunities exist, how to build the right infrastructure, and what the company will need to succeed in the future. Her goals haven't changed. I will continue to inspire others to believe more is possible while delivering transformative impact and breakthrough results to shape industries, organizations, and the next generation. First of all, congratulations. Let me just say that first of all. I mean, just what a powerful testimony. And you know, and let me get this too. One of the joys of this platform is being able to bring you guys destinations that you may not ever hear about. This story should be on Good Morning America today, CBS Mornings. Will it be? No, it won't. Not saying that they don't have the power to do it, but there's a difference between what happens in our stream and what happens in the mainstream. And so being able to bring you powerful stories of triumph like this, where Monica Turner is running a $43 billion business, let me tell you something. I believe I'm something. She's a somebody, okay? And not to mention, too, over 3 decades, never gave up. First one in, last one out. And P&G saw something in her. That's what happens when you invest in people. That's what happens when you invest in diversity, equity, and inclusion. And quite frankly, had it not been for DEI, we would not have the world that we have. Because you know who invented air conditioning? A black person. Turn off the air conditioning at the White House right now. Turn off air conditioning at every congressional person that hates black people in DEI. Let's see how long they last in their offices. I'm just keeping it a book. Congratulations to Monica Turner. They're a wonderful, wonderful story. Shout out to Essence for giving her some love, grace, and space there, showcasing that powerful story there. All right, y'all. Speaking of powerful women, Beyonce, yes, indeed, Beyonce, as you all may or may not know, has a pride that goes a little something like this. Roll it. That is Sir Davis Whiskey. Let's get to it from the spirits business. Sir Davis Whiskey creates its first social campaign. Beyonce Carter Knowles, American whiskey brand Sir Davis, has launched its first video as a part of a new social media campaign. The brand's inaugural social campaign, called Day 4 Icons, was launched on September 4th to coincide with Sir Davis's first anniversary and Beyonce's birthday. Day 4 Icons was a month-long community-led initiative that invited drinks to share their first or favorite Sir Davis moments. The campaign resulted in more than 100 pieces of user-generated content, or UGC, content across Instagram and TikTok, including throwbacks to the singer's Cowboy Car Tour. Select participants were also gifted with a keepsake from the brand for taking part in the campaign. The inaugural consumer video from the campaign features one of the brand's first customers who recounts what inspired her first sip of Sir Davis. The video went live on Sir Davis' Instagram page yesterday. So let's take a look at that video. Yes, indeed. There. Here we go. First of all, amen.
I'm Kirsten. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm a day one customer of Sir Davis. One, I am a rye lover. I'm a rye girl.
Oh, hang on one second, everybody. Sorry about that. Hello. Oh, hang on. Hang on one second, everybody. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. You never know what's going to happen when we're live on tour together. So let's go back to this beautiful sister, Kirsten, and hear about her first sip with Sir Davis Whiskey. Here we go, everybody.
I'm Kirsten. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm a day one customer of Sir Davis. One, I am a rye lover. I'm a rye girl, like all the way down. I was asleep and I woke up to text messages and Instagram DMs for everyone telling me like, hey, did you see your girl is coming out with the whiskey? And I was like, oh, I of course did the pre-order. Couldn't wait till it arrived. As soon as I realized that it was delivered to my house, I ran home, grabbed my glass, poured it up and said, okay, like let's get into this. When I tried it, my mind was just blown. Not only met my expectations, but it surpassed it. This is something that does not taste like anything else that's out. It hits so many different layers and notes. Even if it wasn't made by Beyonce, I would still drink it. It's just good. What I've seen traditionally in whiskey does not involve people who look like me. Whiskey is not something that is thought to be something that women should drink, especially not Black women. But to me, like one of the coolest things a woman could do is enjoy whiskey. And not only enjoy it, like know about it. I believe that Sir Davis is being extremely impactful in making whiskey a more inclusive and diverse space. For someone who's been drinking whiskey for so long, it was kind of getting just a bit oversaturated. Sir Davis does a great job of walking that balance of something that is of luxury but still welcoming. And I'm super excited to be a part of it, to see it, to drink it. And I can't wait to see what comes next.
Go ahead, Kirsten. I see you, girl. Well done. Very relatable, very on point, and she holds her own. Because whenever you're doing a social media campaign, authenticity is the one thing. Either you have it or you don't. So just beautiful, beautiful job to Kirsten. Let me give her some applause there. Yes, indeed. Let's get back to our destination here. Sir Davis aims to engage with a younger, more diverse audience of whiskey drinkers. Sorry, y'all. Let me get my charger there. There we go. Sorry, y'all there. Let me do this here. Boom. Right here, Sir Davis aims to engage with a younger, more diverse audience of whiskey drinkers. Over the past year, the brand has held a launch party during Paris Fashion Week from September 29th to October 7th, launched a sold-out cocktail kit for the summer, and hosted 100 plus Cowboy Carter at tour activations. I thought it was going to be a Sir Davis whiskey party at every tour stop personally, but that's just me. Monet Hennessy, the wine and spirits arm of LVMH, teamed up with Beyonce to create Sir Davis whiskey last year. Hennessy owner LVMH has been struggling to grow its spirits business in recent years. In the first half of 2025, the company posted a revenue drop of 15% for spirits due to continued weak demand for its cognac in China. So I'm going to read something to you all because you know how transparent I am with you all. I actually wrote an email to Sir Davis Whiskey a while back. You guys remember when we talked about Sir Davis Whiskey right here on the channel first, and it was a huge thing, and I definitely wanted to get in on the fun here. Let's see. Give me a moment. So right here, so here it is here. So this was the email that I sent to Sir Davis Whiskey here. So I will show y'all that here. Dear Sir Davis Whiskey, when I first heard about this brand, it felt like a brand that's been here before, like having our old soul. Our history is long, expansive, and vast, but it is lost, and there's a surging of energy of wanting to find our greatness. I remember when I first talked about on my YouTube show called Bring These Virtual Tour Live from Beyonce's philosophy of the brand, from her great grandfather's life and the vulnerability and how to create something that not only everyone can relate to, but everybody can be a part of it. So with that, I began to work on a way to elevate this brand, and it has Beyonce. It has Beyonce, right? So you gotta be able to match the energy. My request is to create a branded podcast for Sir Davis Whiskey, for the Sir Davis Whiskey brand. It could be a weekly podcast where we sit down with celebrities, entrepreneurs, activists, content creators, and people off the beaten path to sit down with them and pour a glass of whiskey and exchange ideas, lessons, but most of all, exchange energy and the humanity of you are being seen. I will host a podcast where Sir Davis Whiskey merchandise on camera, of course, drink the whiskey on camera. How this platform will help Sir Davis Whiskey is by the guests coming on the branded podcast for Sir Davis Whiskey. They will share that to their social media channels, which will reach their audiences, and that social capital of interest will turn into financial capital of buying the whiskey. Truly, I can only imagine how many requests for influencer collaborations have come through. This can be a way to be a great equalizer for those collaborations. In addition, any event opportunities are in partnership with the brand, sponsorships, or anything that relates to the audience of this brand, we can announce it, talk about on the podcast. In a Whiskey Advocate article, it says Sir Davis's eventual home will be Houston, Texas, with both a visitor center and production center already in the works. We can do episodes from the visitor center as well. And on the official website, it says it will be set to open to visitors in 2025. While looking at your YouTube channel, I see that you guys have 45 subscribers, 3 videos, and 382 views. On my channel, I have 2,807 subscribers, 784 videos, and 233,289 total views. Now we're at 842,842 total views. We've come a long way, ladies and gentlemen. I will end this from your website. Sir was a term of respect reserved for only white women, and Sir was added before his first name to give him his deserved respect and honor his legacy. There's a lot of people that deserve respect. Let's honor their legacy with this great platform of a branded podcast. So believe me, I'm always out here making it do what it do, my friend. All right, awesome stuff. Thank you so much. Enjoy the lecture, my friend. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Thank you for saying it was a great tour. So hopefully Sir Davis Whiskey will reach out to other people. Okay, definitely would love to collaborate with Sir Davis Whiskey. All right. Finally, everybody, Cord Cutters News. Let's talk about that. This story rather from Cord Cutters News. AI-generated hosts are coming to a broadcast TV channel. I'll read that a few more times. AI-generated hosts are coming to a broadcast TV channel. AI-generated hosts are coming to a broadcast TV channel. What are we doing? As you can see here, this is a AI-generated host with a microphone and a mic flag with ROXI. Okay, let's get into it. FanStream Interactive will be introducing the first AI-generated virtual TV presenters as hosts on the music channel Roxy. The AI-generated presenters will introduce music videos, musicians, and songs, along with giving fun facts and trivia between songs. The hosts will be used initially on US broadcast TV and on Sky in the United Kingdom and Ireland. Roxy's innovative new virtual TV presenters bring a new level of entertainment to interactive TV, delivering far more engaging viewer experiences that would be possible if we were using normal TV production facilities and actors. Really? They're called hosts, MCs, presenters. But okay. Said Rob Lewis, CEO of FanStream Interactive. With AI, we can have Roxy presenters introduce Beyonce from a yacht moored off of her favorite Caribbean island without having to hire and fly a production team or charter the yacht. Okay. The news follows story circulating online about a new virtual actress called Tilly Norwood. We covered that here. The idea of using AI-generated talent has got the attention of talent agencies, but also has drawn criticism from actual actors and others, and created Phil Sack after releasing a statement knowing that Tilly Norwood is not an actor, is It's a character generated by a computer program that was trained on the work of countless professional performers without permission or compensation. While we understand some actors and presenters are worried about AI fast streams, Lewis said in response to stories about the AI actors, we believe that technology has the power to transform TV entertainment, making it far more interactive, contextually relevant, and entertaining, especially for young consumers. Ultimately, we need to embrace AI-generated talent and interactive TV experiences if we're going to attract younger viewers on TV. That said, Roxy automatically excludes all unlicensed AI-generated music from its catalog. AI startups need to ensure the songwriters, artists, and rights holders of all music used to train their AI services have been properly licensed and remunerated before we ever reconsider our position. Roxy is a free channel on broadcast TV through Next Gen TV broadcasters Sinclair and Grey. It's available in the UK, United Kingdom, and Ireland on Sky Q, Sky Stream, and Sky Glass. First of all, what the fuck are we doing? Seriously? I've never heard of Roxy before. Okay, so let's look this up here. Never heard of it before. Here it is here. Here's Roxy right here. Okay. 100 million music videos. Introduce your own personalized Roxy mix. Simply enter the name of an artist, track, genre, or mood to instantly enjoy a Roxy mix. Feature all the music you love. And so it's everywhere. If you have this big of a platform, right, I would assume that it would be, you could do virtual entertainment. Like right now, we're live on YouTube. Okay. I'm a real person. Okay. And by the way, if you're looking for this, Albany, New York, Baltimore, Maryland, Birmingham, Alabama, Buffalo, New York, Charleston, South Carolina, Cincinnati, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa, El Paso, Texas, Flint, Michigan, Fresno, California, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Greensboro, North Carolina, Greensboro, South Carolina, Las Vegas, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Mobile, Alabama, Pensacola, Florida, Nashville, Tennessee, Omaha, Nebraska, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Portland, Maryland. No, not Portland, Maryland, but Maine. Maine. Okay, all right. I was about to say Portland, Maine there. Yes, indeed there. Raleigh, North Carolina, Rochester, New York, Salt Lake City, Utah, San Antonio, Texas, Seattle, Washington, Syracuse, New York, Washington, D.C., West Palm Beach, Florida, and Wichita, Kansas. You can find Next Gen. You can find Roxy on Channel 21 on Next Gen TV. You can also watch it for free. Like I said, I don't like this. I think that this is dangerous territory. Not a good omen for people who get paid a lot of money to do this. I'm sure someone will look at this as progress. I think it's just further evidence of cultural circling the drain. Yep. Soulless host for soulless music. Got it. This is on the heels of a radio station that does the same. This should be a great novelty, but not the norm overall. No, absolutely not. There is no way in hell. And I'm giving all disrespect to this motherfucker, Rob Lewis. Rob Lewis, honestly, you don't know how to do your job. I'll just say that because, bro, you really think AI is going to be better than me? It's going to be better than Kim Howard. It's going to be better than TV. You think it's going to be better than people who actually study this, right? Because AI can only do as much as you give it the power to do. So AI is not going to know all the stuff about Beyonce, right? And you do know AI can live distorted. And not to mention, too, I think everybody keeps forgetting about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory at the end of the movie where Charlie's dad come in and fix the toothpaste machine. But we're having this, right? Where we could just hire people. And Roxy could happen virtually. There's plenty of YouTubers that would love to bring their shows over to Roxy and get paid for it. Like, what are we doing here? This is such a dumbass decision. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I am flabbergasted. Okay. So, with that being said, everybody, I'm going to turn off my camera now because we've done the whole show for an hour. Yes, we have. What a epic show this evening. Like I said, Tivo not being around anymore. It makes me sad, man. They are the pioneers of DVR. I think they should have just evolved it to being their 4G, not their 4G. I was talking to a friend about 4G versus 5G today. But I think that Tivo should have kept their DVRs and evolved it to like being Roku and Fire Sticks. Because guess what? That's a very easy thing to do. You know what I mean? So it's just sad. It should still be here. Hopefully they reconsider it. Sometimes you just need the right person in the room to guide you. I think that's probably what Tivo is. He's just the right person to guide them personally. That's just what I think about it. But yeah, it's quite sad what's happening with the industry, that people have to feel like they got to get rid of what's worked for them just to still exist. And like I said, without Tivo, let's keep it a buck, we would not have binge culture today. Fast 10, the sequel, child, y'all got to shave off 20% of y'all budget to get the movie up and going. Is it about the fans or is it about the check? That would be the question I would have for everybody, right? Monopoly and that die-cast card. Listen, I have a whole collection of I was about to say Hasbro. I was about to say I have a collection of Hot Wheels, Matchbox cars. Yeah, I cannot wait to get that. That's going to be very nice for the collection. Then also 2 Royal Caribbean and the Legend of the Seas. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ship coming summer of 2026. Should be a wonderful time there. Then, of course, Mark Turner running P&G's North American operation, a $43 billion business. $43 billion business. $43 billion business. That is like excellence. Not excellence, that's excellence. Not excellence, that's excellence. Of course, Sir Davis Whiskey, their first year. Congratulations to Monette Hennessy and Beyonce for getting to 1 year. And of course, let's not forget about Uncle Nathan Nearest Green, the first African-American distiller on record, and keeps supporting Uncle Nathan Nearest Green whiskey as well. For sure, shout out to them. And then, of course, this is just fucking stupid. There are plenty of people that are willing to work right now. I think the problem is that people want to culturally appropriate content creators, but yet not culturally appreciate them and pay them their worth. So, with all due disrespect, Rob Lewis would rather be cheap with AI than actually invest in quality talent. And that's a damn shame. So, like I said, AI actresses, actors, directors, music artists, now hosts. Are you serious? I know Ryan Seacrest is pissed. Like, sincerely, like when the pandemic happened and everybody had to do their shows from home, I knew that was a test to see if this type of programming could work, and it definitely worked for sure. You know what I mean? But you know, now that everybody's in studios again, I think it's going to be a combination of shows like this and also you know, in studio shows as well. So I think that'll be the future of entertainment there. So a lot going on here. A great show tonight. Like I said, tomorrow morning, a brand new show for you all. Then Jimmy Fallon. We are going to be reviewing another episode of the On Brand Agency with Jimmy Fallon, Mimosa St. John. And then this Saturday, of course, is another episode of On Brand with Jimmy Fallon and Mimosa St. John. Fridays, it comes on at 8/7 Central, and then Tuesdays at 10/9 Central. And then, of course, the Braxton are back as well. So we'll be doing an all-new review for that as well. So a lot going on here. And in case you missed it, child, this background music you're hearing is a part of our brand new theme song, our anthem for our channel. And so with that being said, let me play it for you in case you haven't heard it. Roll it.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braille only got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done our way with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. Just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to the people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
So that is our theme song there. Yes, indeed. So you can check that out anytime on the channel. I uploaded the song for you all, so you are able to listen to that at any time you want. It is a great track for sure. Well, with that being said, Ryan, let's get to the Daily Motivator and head on out of here for sure, everybody. Here we go. The world is round, and the place which may seem like the end may also be the beginning. Ivy Baker Priest. Very wise words. There's time for the Daily Motivator for Tuesday, October 7th, 2025. Meaningful intentions. Sometimes you grow weary from excessive activity. In such cases, a good period of rest will revive you. Yet there's a deeper, more surprising form of weariness. It comes from doing too little or from meaningless activity that offers no challenge. That weariness cannot be cured by inactivity. It's a clear sign that you are pleading with yourself for more meaningful meaningful effort. Not only are you very capable of achieving more than what you're already achieving, you can become weary because your spirit is craving more meaningful activity. Rather than doubling down on that weariness, stop it in its tracks. Direct your focus towards a purpose and set about to follow that purpose with your time, resources, skills, and creativity. When you feel exhausted for no reason, that's precisely what you need, a reason. Give yourself a meaningful intention, put effort into it, transfer weaknesses into enthusiasm. Ralph Morrison, meaningful intention. Woo, let's talk about it. You know, with today's show, I really didn't know where I was going to go, but when I saw that Tivo was going to go away, especially the DVRs, it hurt me because that was a meaningful intention of everybody being able to watch content in the time that with the time and in time how they want to. And even though TiVo's DVRs will no longer be around, we should not complain about the DVRs not being here, but let's thank God the brand is still here. So the first thing about meaningful intention is that while your intention and how you move with that intention may change, the foundation of that intention should always remain the same. That's the first thing I want to say. The second thing I want to say about meaningful intention, when we think about Monica Turner and what she did for 38 years, and now be running a $43 billion business. First of all, if she can do it, we can do it. Okay, there is no way in flying hell we should ever doubt ourselves. Now, of course, doubt is natural, but either you run that doubt or that doubt will run you. And after hearing that a Black woman can run a $43 billion business, anything is possible. And finally, with meaningful intention, when you feel exhausted for no reason, that's precisely what you need, a reason. With this Roxy TV network, like, they don't know the reason that they exist, so they're just throwing anything to the wall and seeing if it sticks like spaghetti in the once or so sky. But like I said, you can't replace creativity. You can't replace tenacity. You certainly cannot replace consistency with AI, which can falter at any time. So with that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you are always one of us. And trust, you may not be where you want to be, but you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why? It's one thing to call yourself. It's nothing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. Hopefully, by spending time together, Ross will be great together. And always remember where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or listen, recognizing that, hey, we have some great Black people in the world doing big things. And maybe instead of complaining about there's nobody doing anything good, we should be uplifting the people who are doing good. Make sure the replay is not just right if you're watching, that's just right. Let's do it, but if you want to experience it again, I love you, I value, I embrace you all. Always remember, receive love, God give it, or receive love, God give it, or receive love, God give it. Wherever obstacles you've overcome, where successes you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you, but no one's as proud of you, be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, I will just say this. The year has been a year, okay? Can we all agree with that? But also to recognize that there are people struggling with something. So recognize the only way the space will ever evolve is by the energy we put into the space. So just recognize that, everybody. Commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's come, for the blessings on the way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, as a culture. I feel the love and I send it right back to you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Love you all. Good night.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, As we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Now what's these broken ass games?
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make.
Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child Redman over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.